Welcome to our web exclusive. I'm Mike Montecalvo along with Eyewitness News Analyst Lt General Reginald Centracchio. It is a busy weekend with the Scituate Art Festival and Autumn Fest, also the Ebola issue. We're going to get to those in just a second, General. First, let's continue our coverage of the school scare. As of Thursday, they had not made any arrest yet on that threat that went to the Johnston Police Department, a threat against children, and it was targeted for Warwick, Cranston, and Johnston. There have been police officers in all the schools the last couple of days. I know you just talked with Chief Tamburini from Johnston. What did he have to say?
He said that they're obviously taking this seriously. What they're looking to is to get some kind of collaboration or something substantial to be able to find out who did it and what the intent was there. But the bottom line is, as we speak, there are police officers and resources in each of the schools across the 3 towns and cities, as well as in the parochial schools. So they'll make a decision as to whether they reevaluate this coming Friday.
The chief said he didn't think it was credible, although they are taking it very seriously. Why doesn't he think it's credible?
Well, I think what you do when you use the term credible, that gives you some sense that maybe not taking it seriously. They are taking it extremely seriously. What they're looking to is some kind of substantial evidence that would lead to someone actually being there to say that they were going to do it, and they would do it. Versus just writing it on a piece of paper and saying it out to see the kind of excitement that it would create. So the difference is credible, substantiated, and something that you can actually corroborate.
What plays into, we're hearing about ISIS and the beheadings that was allegedly written in the note, a copycat type of thing?
Yeah, I think so. You know, you look at something that's going to get the attention of society in general, and certainly that's a scene that you can only imagine that would be something that would happen on our streets, especially in the elementary schools. So when people say like that, they're looking for something sensational, and it certainly accomplished that part.
You know, just talking to parents, they say we need to keep the schools safe. They want police officers. Now, I know the junior highs and high schools have them, but they want to have police officers in all the elementary schools year-round. Is that possible?
You know, once again, I think it really has to be based upon the what the risk factor is. If you can determine that there was something credible and that you could put your hands on something that was substantiated, then you'd have to find the resources regardless of whether they came from and how you're going to pay for them. But when it's just at this stage and they haven't really become so definitive that they can say he did it for this particular reason, you're still in the formative stages, and obviously you need to put in place those assets, and later on you make a decision accordingly.
Now, I know the police departments in Johnston, Cranston, and Warwick have been the lead in all of this. I know a lot of the police departments around the state have been looking at this. What about the Emergency Management Agency?
I talked to Ms. McDonald earlier today, and their focus is to make sure that they're in tune as to what's going on. State police would be the lead agency. Right now, the lead agency are the several towns and cities, specifically Johnston, Warwick, and Cranston. They're in support mode for them if they need any other additional mutual assistance or communications, those kinds of things. But right now, there is no direct involvement with EMA. And
we've seen all 3 communities working closely together. Let's switch gears, General, talk about the Ebola outbreak. Another person died on Wednesday. There's been talk about restricting flights into the United States. What do you think we need to do at this point?
Well, you know, I flew in from Ireland last night into Boston. There was no evidence of any kind of screening, but as we speak, O'Hare, JFK, and Dallas have all put into place a screening procedure. I talked once again with EMA earlier today. There is a contingency plan in place for infectious disease. They're reviewing that, making sure that the Department of Health, which would be the lead agency, would give them guidance as to how they go about it. So therefore, you're looking at an expansion of an existing plan that would deal specifically with making sure that people are not coming in from those particular airports.
And finally, Autumn Fest, Scituate Art Festival, Feast on the Hill. There's events going on in Westerly. There is a protocol in place to keep people safe.
Mike, standard A, once again, is back to the Boston Marathon bombing. All of the procedures and policies that are in effect now really started with that. And so we can rest assured, from my point of view, and certainly the general public, that every possibility is in place to make sure we have the best possible security, physical security, as well as the intelligence to protect everybody going to either the Autumn Fest, Scituate Art Festival, Providence, and certainly Westerly, and other places around the state.
And of course, we have parades in Providence, Westerly, and Woonsocket has the Autumn Fest parade on Monday. So let's hope for good weather. General, thank you for your thoughts.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.